Hey babe, I know it's a bit late, but I woke up and I just felt like giving you a call. And from what I can tell, you're probably still asleep. Doesn't matter, I guess. We'll just go ahead and have you hear this when you wake up. So in that case, let me be the first person to tell you. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Did you dream about anything interesting? I hope you did. You deserve that. I miss you. It's been a bit hard settling in. My coworkers are fine, but I don't tend to go out on the town too much. I don't speak any French, so it's kind of hard getting around the city. I only know the people from the internship, so that's pretty much it. No one new. It's only been a week though, so maybe I'll find people that are a little bit more easier to get along with. And then who knows? Maybe I'll go out with them, but I wouldn't bet on it. Everyone seems pretty typical. A little lame, honestly, but there's nothing I could do about that. I mean, what do you expect from type of internship within the tech field? Everyone seems pretty boring, but I guess that's fine. I really wish I could have you here. But, you know, it was a bit sudden how I got accepted and it caught me off guard. But, you know, I admit I do get kind of lonely without you. How have you been? Have you been eating properly? Drinking plenty of water? You know I'm gonna hound you if those aren't yes and yes. You have to take care of yourself. I know you forget sometimes, but I worry about you. I want you to be big and strong. Or however big you can get. And you don't have to worry about me. The internship pays well, so I end up making sure I live pretty comfortably. I stop by the cafe every morning. It's pretty comfortable. It's convenient. And they have a good selection for breakfast. But, you know, it's just probably not as good as your food. You really never know how much you miss something until it's gone, huh? I miss the mornings we used to share, eating breakfast together. I can already imagine it, how I would wake up a little early, being the morning day. And then I'd wait for you to wake up. God, you always woke up in such the cutest ways. The little yawn you would do. It'd be eventually squeaking up, or how you would snuggle up against the pillow and press yourself really deep into it. And I would find it funny just seeing you just sink into it. Or when you would wake up and have your head pressed against my chest and I'd look down and you'd look up. That little shine in your eyes would always make my heart stop. We'd get up and then I'd have my dark roast coffee. And I know you'd audibly gag at the thought of drinking something so bitter. Some days we would eat at the table, happily just looking at each other, or some days we'd lean against the kitchen counter. We'd be too lazy to set any kitchenware, so we'd just eat right out of the pan. I know I'm not miserable, but it could definitely be a whole lot better with you. My mind's been a bit convoluted since arriving. My first day was busy. I had to go ahead and do on the unboxing, get acquainted with all the faculties and personnel. Then I'd have to go shopping, getting into a brand new apartment, no food on table, nothing to kind of get around with. And living in California versus living in France, I definitely need a jacket or two. Doing all my basic tasks felt a little bit harder because I don't speak any French, so I'd always have to find someone that spoke English. Living somewhere where every word seems impossible to understand would kind of get to me. It seemed like everywhere I looked, the letters, I know what letter they were, but I never knew what they ended up saying. I'd kind of try to pronounce it and then find out there's too many silent letters that I would occasionally say. And don't get me started on the streets. It feels like they wind all over the place, so I know it's entertaining to get lost in them, but when you're trying to get around, it's kind of a nuisance. Thank goodness I had my phone on me. Imagine if I were to get it stuck in a dead end and no way to figuring it out. But I think I'll grow to love it the more I spend time here. Me, always finding new paths to walk. Well, I still have a little bit more than 6 weeks in the internship, so it'll eventually kind of figure out, I guess. But I already can't wait to be back. Whenever you're free, give me a call. I want to hear your voice. Even if it's just a voicemail. I miss you. I love you. You better be waiting for me at the airport when I get back. I know I'm going to lift you up in my arms when I finally get the chance. And I'm not going to let go so easily. After this, you and I are going to need to take a couple days to spend together. I'm going to be malnourished from your attention. And I'm going to need a decent amount of time to get my fill. Either way, I can't wait. And don't forget to water my garden. You know how long it took me to go ahead and time that harvest so it'd be perfect right when I came back. It's always such a struggle. But, have to have a couple weeks precaution, I guess. But as long as you water them properly, they shouldn't be too big of an issue. There's not much weeding you have to do. And God, I would love a tomato. Alright. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to be heading back to the facilities. But when you get this, let me know. Okay? I love you. Bye.